another delivery, and I thought I'd just share it with you. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I'm not expecting the lamp that it's showing. I've not ordered any lamps. So, let's see. That's all the tape. Right. Wow. It is indeed not a lamp. Basically, what it is, I spotted these on eBay. There's some resin. It's like moulded, destroyed shop. I believe it says damaged 2-story corner. So, let's have a look what it is. I thought I could probably use this towards my Arnhem build. There's actually 2 of them, and they were very reasonably priced. Some window fittings with like broken glass panes. That'll be different. Just have a look at some of the pieces inside. I won't get everything out because I'm not going to be building it right now. See all the detail on the individual parts. So what I'm hoping to do is, like I say, is to use these on my Arnhem table. Looking pretty good. The detail looks nice enough. It'll certainly paint up well, I would have thought. As I say, I'm not getting everything out right now, but there's the tops of the window frames. I could go together like that, couldn't I? What it's showing on the construction part is that it's in 3 stories, so you know you can add the bits as you want them. And the good thing about this is I think, you know, there'll be plenty that I can adapt. Keep them. The other one, again, it's got window pieces. You can see some of these through the bag. Fairly solid. And that's one of the things I'm looking for in my Arnhem table, because, you know, like all of mine, because I do play on a dining room table, you know, a lot of the scenery and things that I use have got to be able to take some knocks, you know, in and out of boxes and storage boxes. So it's no good things being too delicate, otherwise you very soon end up with you know, more damage than you've got to play with. So they look fairly solid to me. And this is obviously the construction sheet for both. So the finished product of the first one that I looked at is going to look something like this, and then the other one is a damaged shop front, as you can see. I think that'll fit very well with the bridge and next to the houses. So that's another 2 buildings to add to my collection. Alright, with that I'll close there. You will see these again at some point, as you know, part of the when I get to the terrain building. But I just thought it was worth capturing it as it arrives, so you can see the individual parts. I probably will, like I say, feature it in its own video when I'm putting it together. But yeah, nice little delivery. Well, post has surpassed itself this week because we've got another parcel to look at. So let's get this one opened up and see what we've got. I think I know what this is. Anyway, let's just crack straight on and get it opened. It is related to my Arnhem project, but it's a direction I didn't think that I'd be going in, but I suppose it was inevitable, really. That gives you any clues as to what's inside it. I think that's it. It is. And And there we have it. Basically, what you got here, my kids, I say kids, they're 23 now, have given me an early Father's Day present. And what I've decided to do is, you know that the project I'm looking at is Market Garden. Well, obviously, the area I've been focusing on has been Market, the Airborne. So I thought I ought to really represent the garden part, which is the 30 core. And so this is the start of what I've put together to represent the 30 core in any of my games. So I've got the British Canadian Army Infantry. I'll come back to that in a minute. A Humber Scout car. Well, I had to get that one because in the film you see Michael Caine driving down the convoy in that. So I thought, yeah, I'll have one of them. I think that'll be really good. And a Churchill tank. So let's have a packed for you by Jess. Thanks, Jess. Let's put that to one side. Have a quick look at the Churchill tank. Obviously a resin kit. I didn't realise it was. But one thing, it won't need weighting. It feels fairly heavy in itself. Well, that seems to clean up reasonably well to get the tracks on. Obviously I still need to clean it up a little bit more. There's quite a few bits that spoiling the look at the minute. I'll have to clean them off and clean it up a bit. But the detail on the tracks is pretty good. And on here, yeah, it's just that bit. I mean, like I say, I know it doesn't matter, but it just looks a bit rough to me. I know I can hide it and everything, but that's probably just me. But yeah, looks the part, or it will do when it's got its metal fittings on. So, well, I'll put that to one side. And the next one that I got, I had to get this. It features in the Bridge Too Far film. It's the one that Michael Caine goes driving down the convoy in. And it's a scout car. Again, I think it's a predominantly resin item with metal fixtures. But yeah, I had to get this. It seemed an iconic vehicle for me to have, really, for it. Not so much thinking about the army as the look, but we'll open it up and have a quick look. That's what the back shows. Let's put a bit of light on it. Yeah, that looks okay. A little bit of flash here and there, not much. And as I said, the rest of the fittings are metal. Should have a look at the detail on the figure of Brigadier Valdileur. If I'm pronouncing that right, I'm sure someone will tell me I'm not. I'll stick with Michael Caine. I know how to say that. Well, I don't know whether you'll be able to see the details, but he certainly does have the look of Michael Caine. Yeah, that's him all right. Zulus, thousands of them. That's not too bad. I like that. Let's put that to one side. Alright, British Army. As I say, these are going to represent my on the job. The start of my 30 corps. Not quite worked out, you know, how they're going to come into any games or anything yet, but I just wanted to represent all sides of the operation. So, although they weren't initially in my plans to buy, it seemed a good way to go. Right, let's open this up. Let's have a quick look at the box, shall we? It's got the normal painting guide. Obviously it's in Vallejo paints, but I tend to use Army Painter. So, but yeah, they look nice, look different. Another bit of character for my collection. So you got your bases. I think that's really useful, these sheets, to actually identify all the different bits, especially when it comes to identifying them, you know, when you've got spares and you're going back through things. It's a nice touch to have that in there, really. Find that useful. And for the, you know, the poses and the different transfer positions. Yeah, very good. Right, what we got here? So it looks like we've got two lots of transfers for the Canadian and the British division. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 30 men. They look different poses. Look fairly good. The one thing I wasn't quite sure about on these, but I guess I'll see when it comes to it, is the fact that they've gone with the heads with like a pin in the top, so you put the helmet on separate. I mean, I can see how that could work, but I have seen some images online where they don't sit right. You know, they tend to look a little bit like a drawing pin on the top, so I want to make sure I avoid that when I'm putting it on. Why they've gone that route on these, because they haven't on any others, I'm not quite sure, but as I say, I mean, potentially it's good because you can alter the pose, but just want to make sure that it looks the part. So that's something I'm going to have to look at in detail when I'm building them up. But I was speaking to somebody, I'm sorry I can't remember his name now, online about these, and he suggested that he'd use some of the heads from his 8th Army just to mix in with them. So, and I believe I've got a sprue of them somewhere that I could probably use. So I might go down that route as well. But yeah, they look pretty good. I mean, I like the detail as usual. There's some very similar elements to the actual Airborne that I've just finished building. Obviously the Piat makes an appearance again, so there's a potential to interchange a few parts there as well, potentially. I don't know how different they are just looking at it. They look very similar at the moment, but if there is an option to mix it up a bit, I will do. But yeah, so there's another project to put on my list. Just when I thought I'd finished painting little figures for a while, there's another batch, but they will be some way down the list at the moment, because I've got a bit of terrain to build in the meanwhile. And to be fair, I did say to the kids that I wouldn't open them before Father's Day, but hey, I'm not going to touch them until Father's Day, so that's good enough, isn't it? I mean, you know, I'm not going to play with them until then, so that's not so bad. So that's the start of what will be my 30 core. So on the whole, I'm really pleased with them. I like the figures. I like the scout car. I do like the Churchill tank, with the exception of this bit on the bottom. But again, I don't know whether I'm being pedantic. So these will go on the list of or is it? Somebody calls them Mountain of Opportunity. I think that's Beard Clipper who said that. I'm not sure, but you will see them on the channel at some point when I get this far. But thanks for joining me for the unboxing. I hope you've found it useful and interesting to see what's in these if you're thinking of doing it yourself. And thanks again for joining me. If you liked it, please consider giving me a like. Oh, and thanks to all the new subscribers that I've got. I'm absolutely amazed so many people are coming to watch my channel. As I've said before, I'm no real YouTuber. I'm just really sharing my hobby, so it's great that people are actually engaging. So thanks a lot to everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hello and welcome to another unboxing. I think I know what's in here, but I'm not quite sure. So I'll open it and we'll see. We'll not bother with this one. It's just glue. Sorry about the big build-up. But hey-ho, how was I to know? See you soon. Bye.